This week didn't go exactly as planned. Vehicle maintenance had other ideas. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Dani and I'm on a journey to become debt-free. In this video, I'll walk through my weekly expenses so we can see where my money went. Okay, starting with the 10th, I have a purchase from Amazon. I'm coding it to family because I purchased a board game, Hi-Ho Cherry-O, to play with my nephews and niece. And that came out to $11.99, and it was on my credit card. Also on the 10th, I have another Amazon purchase for family. I purchased two other games. One was Candyland and the other was Guess Who, also for playing board games with my nephews and niece. And that one came out to $32.98 and was also on my credit card. These two go together, so we'll do the bottom one first. On the 10th, I stopped at the cafe to get coffee for my sister, my brother, and me, and I also got myself breakfast, and that came out to $38.99. It was on the credit card. And then my sister, it was my brother's birthday, so I paid for his coffee, but my sister paid me back for hers. So I'm doing a negative of $5. And that went to my checking. Also on the 10th, I purchased some electrolytes from Ace, and that came out to $29.95. Was on the credit card. Also on the 10th, my cell phone payment came out, and that came out to $91.76 and was pulled from my savings. On the 11th, I stopped and got groceries at the supermarket, and that came out to $54.67, and that was on the credit card. On the 15th, I went to the cafe for breakfast with my sisters and friend, and it was my sister-in-law's birthday, so I paid for the meal for everyone, and it came out to $114.50, and that was on the credit card. On the 16th, I went to go to the chiropractor and my car wouldn't start because the battery was dead. So I ended up having to get a new battery for my car, and that came out to $199.99, and that was on the credit card. I just purchased the battery itself, and then I just pulled out the old one and put the new one in myself. So didn't have to pay any labor or anything for that. And then also on the 16th, I made an extra student loan payment, and that came out to $938.45 and was paid with my checking. And that was it for this week. So let's see what our total is. The total comes out to $1,508.28. And going to my credit card is $483.07. I did do that correctly. Okay, let's transfer these charges over to the expense trackers or budget category trackers. So we don't have, oh, we do. We have cell phone. There we go. Cell phone came out to $91.76, which leaves 61 cents in that budget category. Student loans, the payment came out to $938.45, which leaves $132 in that category. Groceries was $54.67, which brings the balance for that category to $306.40. Eat out came out to $148.49, which leaves $61.20 in that account, or in that category. Supplements was $29.95. I had it all the way up there the whole time. I'm sorry. Which leaves $71.11 in that category. Family came out to $44.97, which leaves $130.05 in that category. Vehicle maintenance was $199.99. Which leaves $111.31 in that category. And that wraps up this week's expense tracking. With the extra vehicle maintenance this week, it was especially helpful to see where the money actually went and what I can adjust going into next week. How do you usually handle unexpected expenses when they pop up? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Toodles!